I'd like to spend a few more minutes talking about concussions. Concussions are the most common work injury we see in our law practice. When I first started practicing 40 years ago, back injuries were the most common, but today it's concussions. And the problem with head injuries is you can have a rather minor event, such as a small block falling on your head, or a door banging on your head, or a minor slip and fall. And most people, that is, the statistics show that 85 to 90% of people recover within 2 weeks, and almost all recover within 3 months, but a few do not recover. And the question becomes, why are those people with minor head injuries not recovering, and what can be done to help them, both from WSIB and the medical practice? People with concussions develop psychological symptoms like depression, tearfulness, lack of motivation, inability to drive long distances, anxiety, etc. I wanted to go through a few WSIB decisions that deal with this. One of them is 1158-21. And in that decision, Dr. Gladstone provides the appeals tribunal some information regarding about concussions. Dr. Gladstone's a senior neurologist at Sunnybrook, and we've been dealing with Dr. Gladstone for some 30 odd years. Dr. Gladstone says that when you do x-rays and CT scans and MRI scans, you'll often find no problem, and you can do neurologic investigation, that is testing in his office, and again see no problem, and yet the person's still complaining of all the concussive symptoms. Dr. Gladstone's answer for those people is to try and increase your activity, try and increase some time at work, and hopefully you may improve. The worker in that WSIB decision went through all the treatment, tried to work, was very cooperative, yet maintained and continued to be severely disabled, and the WSIB paid him full benefits. However, in another decision, which is 386917, the claim was refused. In that claim, the worker fell off a ladder, injured his head, which is quite significant, but when they were giving him his neurologic examination, he didn't answer the questions consistently that were being asked. The appeals tribunal found that his inconsistency was an indication he wasn't as bad as he said he was in terms of his head injury, and refused the claim. Another refusal was in decision 63421. The worker there had sleep problems before the accident. The employer said, "We'll give you a job at night." The worker previously did the job during the day. The worker said, "I can't work at night." The appeals tribunal said, "Too bad, you should work at night, and we're not considering your sleep issues or your problems with light and noise," which was worse at night than during the day in her job. This worker's claim was also refused. I think the decision's wrong in law, because a person who has an injury missing one arm and then loses another arm in an injury is not a one-arm person, they're a no-arm person. But that case was lost. The question becomes is, what should a worker do with that kind of brain injury? One solution that's currently happening is in Montreal, where you can go now for an MRI scan that's extremely detailed, and it's beginning to show where people with minor concussions actually have brain deformities. The problem is the cost of the scan is $6,000 to $8,000, and it's still not scientifically tested with studies. Treatment includes cognitive therapy, which the WSIB provides very little of now, psychiatric assistance, meditation, etc. In preparing cases in these situations, what we try to do is have the worker be as active as possible, have neurological examinations, psychiatric examinations, and try to show that the worker is doing their best, notwithstanding the injury is minor. Why this is happening, why do people go down these tubes with minor head injuries, it still remains a mystery, at least to me. Thank you.